this leads nicely onto the question we're asking all the guests on the show in this series. So thinking broader now from an HR leader perspective, what can we do as HR leaders to help prepare our organizations for a future where, as you say, we might leap 5 to 10 years into the future of work, where there will be an increase in remote and hybrid working? What are some of the things that we could do?
So I think that the two things I want to say loudest in regards to this is lean into your people analytics function now. Don't be responsive, be proactive. Don't wait to study this stuff. This is emergent. None of us know how the future is going to emerge, which is super intriguing and exciting for some of us that like to spend time there, at least mentally. But don't wait. One of the concerns I have is we tend to be more responsive as a function, HR. So lean into your people analytics group today. Go collect some of these signals, run some experiments, run some studies. Don't follow the masses. I get really concerned with the organizations that are saying we're going to, we got some early signal. This is, again, another sort of symptom of being overconfident. We're just going to go virtual because there are all kinds of benefits, which is true. I get really concerned about that because no one has studied this in a longitudinal way. So start collecting signal with your people analytics folks first. On a more practical basis, I would say a few things. I just think that there are some things we can do, I'll call virtual etiquette, things we can do to make this channel more fruitful. And I would say, things like make meetings shorter. We as human beings get worn out. Adult learning principles say you can absorb for about 20 minutes and then you need a break. I would say if you've got hour-long meetings, condense them to 50 minutes. If there are 30-minute meetings, condense them to 20 minutes. Keep those last 10 minutes to be free flow. Because it's very easy to get super agenda focused in this virtual setting. We have much less natural serendipity, so build in serendipity. So short burst would be the first thing I would say. Many more repetitions, which you've heard me say already. If you need to build bridge connections across, if you needed to do that once a month before, aim it twice or 3 times a month today as a manager. And then the other thing is more unstructured time in our agendas. Leave some blank time so that people can have the water cooler conversations and people can have unscripted dialogue about things that they won't that haven't been anchored into the agenda in a formal way. Because that's what we do at the end of every physical meeting, right? 3 or 4 people stay behind, they have a conversation and their, sort of navigation to the doorway, or they connect up with someone else in a serendipitous way. So artificially create serendipity. And I just think there's this whole set of things we can do to continue to encourage rich social interactions in a virtual way, but they require much more intentionality and much more repetition than what we would have otherwise had naturally.
In this series, we will be speaking to a range of senior leaders who are pushing a data-driven and digital HR agenda. Make sure that you subscribe via your podcast app of choice and also via our YouTube channel for free and regular interviews with the digital HR leaders of the future.